Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. How about a big round of applause and welcome to the arena at Road to the Horse, one of our absolute favorites, Miss Barbara Cox.
Go ahead. Hello. How is everybody? Woo! Well, I wanted to begin with thanking everyone during my journey and difficult decision of why I'm not competing here this weekend. Many of you know that I had emergency back surgery in September, and for those of you that don't know, I had a disc hemorrhage into my back, and 80% of the time when that happens, it'll go left or right. In my instance, it went backwards. And what happened was it went into my spinal cord. So that caused me to be paralyzed all in my midsection. But I am thankful to be standing here today and lucky that everything worked out. Thank you. So it was a very difficult decision. I had dreams of competing here for a long time. Actually, it was since the first time I watched Chris compete in 2006. I thought, wow, I would do anything to step into that round pen. And Chris had actually talked to Judy about 10 years ago as well about doing an all-girl event. And that is what this weekend is all about. It's about the celebration of the cowgirl. And it's not that cowgirls can't compete with cowboys. Stacey Westfall's proven that. And she is one of my absolute most inspirational women that I look up to. So I have a pretty amazing cowgirl here today, since I am able to ride, but there's a lot of issues that coincide with that. So that's one of the reasons I'm not competing, is because of there's so many aspects that go into riding. And so I'm going to introduce to you a pretty talented cowgirl, Charley Cox. She's gonna help me out here. She's actually riding Dan James' beautiful horse. He's 16 years old. His name is Polo.
Polo.
Charley, can you say hello to everybody?
Ma'am?
Can you say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Charley and Case, my children, have actually grown up being here at Road to the Horse. They've been here so many times. It's just such a great experience for them. So Charley, this is her first time riding English. Do you want to just walk them around a little bit? So she has been riding for, how long have you been riding, Charley?
Since I was 2.
Since you were 2. And before that, you were even riding in front of me.
Yes,
So she's been riding a long time.
I rode when my mom was pregnant with me.
Yes. So a lot of foundation has been built with Charley. She has great feel, and horsemanship has so much to do with feel. She has balance, absolutely wonderful balance. Children are always testing their balance. That's one reason why I'm also not competing, is due to balance. I've spent 4 months just walking and not being able to do anything else, and keeping everything straight. And without your balance and constantly testing it, it makes it very difficult to ride a horse. So she has wonderful balance. And when we have good balance, we know where the footfall of the horse is. We know, we can feel them picking up and placing their feet and where their foot is landing. And we can be in time with the horse. Timing has so much to do with that footfall as well. And you do big circles. Just keep walking him around, just get him comfortable in here. So this is her first time riding English, but if you have those correct principles, it really makes it much easier. And horsemanship is universal. Doesn't matter if you're starting a colt, riding English, Western, there's all the same fundamentals in there. You can see that she can feel that horse's footfall when he starts stretching out and getting a longer stride. She naturally starts posting. And when he slows down, he shortens up that stride. You'll see her sit a stride or two. Good. Try to keep your hands soft and steady. Good. And you canter him around just a little bit. There you go. Keep your seat down, so roll your hips. There you go, to the back of that saddle. Good. Beautiful. Look up, eyes up. Very nice. That's a pretty special horse. I'm sure he can do just about anything you can imagine. I'll tell you a story. One of the reasons it made it so difficult for me to not compete is that I have this never quit theory inside of me that my folks instilled at a very young age. I can remember being a couple years younger than Charley, and I had my first horse. She was amazing. Her name was Rebel Sunshine. She was a clever horse, though. You had to make sure you always did everything correctly, or she'd run off and leave you standing there. So when I got my first horse, my sister was a bit older than me, and we would go and ask Dad, and we'd say, we'd like to ride. He'd get the horse out, we'd ride for an hour or so, he'd put the horse back. A couple hours later, we'd like to ride, Dad. He would saddle, get it ready, we'd ride a couple hours. So this happened for a couple weeks, and finally he came to a breaking point, and he said, I'm gonna show you one time and one time only, and make sure you pay attention closely. So he showed us how to catch the horse, saddle the horse, and do all that. And then once we had her ready, he would do a pre-flight check. So being we weren't very tall, and she was as clever as she was very difficult to catch. Well, we didn't know that because he made it look easy. He knew how to do it. So we'd spend hours just trying to catch her. And we'd come back and say, we can't catch her. And my dad would say, if you want to do it badly enough, you will find a way. So we'd go out, we'd eventually get her caught. And then it came time to saddle her. Well, that was a difficult task. We had buckets and all kinds of things stacked up, but we eventually would get the job done. And so from a young age, I learned about responsibility and how to take care of my own horse, and no matter how difficult it is, to never quit, to always follow through. And so when this injury had happened, it was very difficult because I felt like I was quitting something that I'd already started.
Good boy.
Because Chris had spent a great deal of time, and we'd really started practicing early and working really hard. And so it was very difficult, but I am I do believe everything happens for a reason, and I'm like I said, I'm thankful to be just standing here today. There you go. Very good. So this horse can go bridleless and bareback, and you can see she's getting a little bit longer rein. Probably go around there one-handed if she wanted. Good. Very nice. So Charlie, why don't you talk to us a little bit? Tell us how he feels.
He's one of the smoothest geldings I've rode.
Wow. Even smoother than Major?
Well, Major's pretty smooth,
Oh, okay.
but
what-
I said he's one of the smoothest.
Oh, okay. So how does that saddle feel?
It's pretty slick.
Slick, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it close to bareback?
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Can you feel him moving pretty good?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So what do you think Polo can do?
I think he can do all kinds of stuff.
Okay, well, show us.
What is it?
Do you think he can spin around a little bit?
I'm sure he could.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Pretty good. Get the nose to the inside. There you go. Get the nose in. Squeeze him forward. Squeeze him forward. Push your hands forward. There you go. There you go. Better. Good job. Go the other way. Gotta keep your legs centered. You'll be kicking out his hindquarters if you go back like that. Get your foot in the stirrup. There we go. Okay, why don't you go the other way? Okay, get your reins even. Push your hands forward. There you go. Press, release. Press, release. When you feel his foot come up. There you go. Press. Good. Beautiful. Good job.
He doesn't do the best, but he's pretty good.
He is good. Nice and smooth.
He is. He
Yes.
probably knows that he should keep me safe.
That's right. Safety first.
Safety first.
Go ahead. Why don't you do some big circles? You can see that her feel is so unbelievable. She can guide him very easily. She has a good width in her bridge, and she's constantly giving back to him. So he's gonna stay soft that way. She's not riding on his mouth or balancing on him. Go big, a nice big circle. Go ahead, come on, go. Look where you're going. Good. Go big circle all the way around there. Okay, you gotta look up. You gotta go all the way to the wall, all the way. Look where you're going. That's it. Hey.
Thank you, Case.
Well, hello, Case. Well, how are you today? Well, this is Case. He's actually a certified Texas Junior Ranger. He loves to ride as well, and he loves to ride carrying his gun. Of course, it's a toy gun.
Look, Mom.
Good. Now come Come around, do a smaller circle, collect him up a little bit. Drive, 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 drive. Don't stop. Come on. Go, go, go. Come on. Collect him up. Shorten your reins a little bit. Once you shorten his stride up a little bit, do a slower circle. Look over here at me. Smaller. There you go. Now he's starting to frame up. Come on.
He's going to sneeze.
What is it?
He was going to sneeze.
Oh, you're right. Very good. There we go. Good. Now, why don't you frame him up and do a smaller circle? Shorten your reins. Look over here. Look. Ride with your eyes. Look across. Look over here. You got to look where you're going before you get there. There. See? Look over here. Ah, you look down. I think he's up. What happened there?
He was on the wrong lead.
That's correct. So it's so important to know the distribution of the footfall. Why don't you let him go there a little bit? Give him some release.
Can I canter him? Can I canter him?
Of course. Why don't you tell us about it?
Tell about
Tell
what?
us a story.
What kind of story?
Come on.
What kind of story, though? I don't know what kind of story to tell.
What's your first memory of Road to the Horse, Charlie?
Let's see here. Oh, well, here's one of the memories I've had. This was back in 2011. This is the only thing I can remember. At the very end, when my dad won the 2011 Road to the Horse, Judy always does this. She always sits us in the saddle, and when he won the spurs, I said to my brother that they were to chew on, and that's
The spurs were to chew on.
The what?
The spurs were to chew on?
That's what I told my brother when in 2011. That's what I told Case.
I don't remember that either.
Well, I remember it.
Well, I guess we could have put those to good purpose. Now, just go ahead and ride them on the buckle when you're walking them around. Charlie, so put one hand on the buckle there. Okay, you can guide them around there with your legs. Put your hand down there. There, you like that much better. Case, what's your first memory? What is it? Sitting on the saddles? Do you remember that you ran down here and you were playing on the obstacle course?
Oh, yeah.
Charlie. Okay.
Are you guys talking about 2015 or 2011? That was 2015. In 2015, I remember that clear as a crystal.
You did what?
I remember 2015 is clear as a crystal.
Oh, yes. And it's
It was-
unbelievable how much their horsemanship has changed since the last time that you'd seen them riding here. Charlie's balance has gotten so good. She was riding a horse then, Custer, and he's a really nice horse. but she's actually advanced her horsemanship so much, she's probably moved up 2 horses since then, and so has Case as well. He was riding pullback, which he's about 20 years old now, and he was slow and steady. I think he's a bit slower than Polo here. And Case, he's now galloping, chasing after steers. He still swings his rope just like he did then. Of course, better, right, Case?
Well,
So it's amazing how quick.
now I ride
You're a
my
horseman.
dad. Well, now I ride my dad's show horses.
And now she's riding a lot of the show horses. It's very rewarding to see their passion and love for the horse, to see them love it as much as we do, and to do it together as a family, and it's very rewarding. Chris is wonderful with teaching the children, and he's always had a dream to be able to help children, and that dream is actually coming to pass as we have purchased a ranch in Wyoming, and we're going to be able to do the very first kids camp this summer. Slow him down there. Slow him down. Easy. Turn in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're squeezing him. Whoa. Turn him in here. Turn him in here. Turn, turn, turn. Look over. Turn. Turn, turn. Ooh. Ooh. See, you were squeezing him there.
Yeah,
Let's back him up here. Lost your stirrups, didn't you?
I did.
All that bareback riding paid off, didn't it?
It did.
What got into Polo there? He said you thought you finally wanted to go fast.
Well, I did, but
Not without stirrups?
I did want to go with stirrups.
All right, well, let's soften him up here a bit. So I'm going to use this opportunity here to soften him up a little bit. So I'm going to hold on to the stirrup here. I'm going to lift. When he gets soft, then I'm going to release. So I want him to be able to come off of that bit when I lift up. And I'm going to release with the footfall, the timing of his foot. Hold, release. Hold, release. I'm going to go ahead and use that to my advantage here. Put your foot in there. Lift. You can see he's just getting a little bit strong here. I'm going to move, and I want him to follow that foot. Follow that foot around there. I'm going to help her out here. Just get him a little bit softer here. All right. Check this side here. Lift him up there. Hold. There. There we go. There we go. Be able to follow that nose around. Now I'm going to draw him back. Lift, release. There we go. Now he's moving off that one rein better. Okay, go ahead and back him up. Back him up, back him up. Give to him. There. Better. Okay. Just do a smaller circle this time. Get 2 hands on there. Now you need to stop him. Stop him. Check you. Back him up there. He's pushing on you. Give. Give. There. Okay, go ahead. That was a great job for hanging in there. That was a part of your never quit, right?
Yes.
You never
ma'am.
quit. Turn him there. Great job. Well, I'd like to say that you guys are going to experience and witness some spectacular horsemanship this weekend. And I hope that it will inspire you deep down. You'll get a flame inside, and to be able to take that home and to follow your dreams, and no matter what, to never quit, and to keep that cowgirl spirit alive, and to carry that on. The cowgirl is a dying breed. It's not seen a whole lot, so we need to be able to share that and promote that, and that's what this weekend is all about. So I want to thank everybody for your support, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And as a well-known horseman would say, may God bless you, your family, and the horses you ride. Thank you.